Car safety. When millions of people are buying cars, this is one of their biggest considerations. Because as careful as we could try to be out there, we can't control everything that happens, which is why it's great that we have safety tests for both crash worthiness and crash avoidance. However, one of these areas of testing has a major problem. In fact, for about half the population, they're kind of a farce. Let's focus on the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, part of the US government and the Department of Transportation. On their website, this branch of the government outlines the types of tests that take place, giving little scenarios for how this sort of crash might play out, along with an explanation of which dummies are used. They also have a page breaking down the specifications of the dummies. In one corner, we have the male model of the Hybrid 3, which represents a 50th percentile adult male with a height of 5'9" and a weight of 171 pounds. Alternatively, there is the ES2RE, which also represents a 50th percentile adult male, albeit with a lighter weight of 160 pounds. But then we get to the female Hybrid 3, and something is off. Where the male models attempt to represent the average, this one is a 5th percentile female with a height of 4'11" and a weight of 108 pounds? Oh, but right below that we have a small adult female dummy, this SID2SD. Good. So this one must be, wait, what? This one's also 4'11", but it's even lighter? So it weighs even less than that previous 5th percentile one? Okay. And when we look at the rest of the NHTSA website, the problems with this quickly become apparent. Let's look at the descriptions of the tested crash scenarios. First, we have the frontal crash test. The dummies used here: an average size adult male in the driver's seat, a small size adult female in the front passenger seat. Oh, so the smaller than 5th percentile one. Cool. Next, the side barrier crash test. Dummies used: an average size adult male driver, a small size adult female in the rear passenger seat. And then the side pole crash test. Dummy used: a small size adult female driver. There are multiple messed up things about this. First off, some tests just don't represent women in the driver's seat, while the last one doesn't represent men. So everyone's getting screwed somewhere along the line. Cool, love it. But I also skipped over the NHTSA's description of these crashes, which are absolutely hilarious. Here's our description for the first test with a man at the wheel. You are heading south on a 2-lane road, while another vehicle is driving north on that street. The driver in the other vehicle starts to fall asleep at the wheel and veers into your lane. Suddenly, you collide head-on with the northbound vehicle. So in this case, there was really nothing the man could do. This came out of nowhere. Not your fault. Now for our description of the second test with a man at the wheel. You pull up to a 4-way intersection and make a complete stop. Look to your left and right and begin to accelerate into the intersection. Another vehicle approaches the same intersection but doesn't yield at the stop sign and hits your vehicle on the driver's side. Once again, not much the man could do about this. Sometimes crap happens and other people do stupid things on the road. But then we have the test with a woman driving. On a rainy afternoon, you're driving down a curved street in your neighborhood. All of a sudden, you lose control of the vehicle. You start sliding on the road sideways and crash into a telephone pole on the driver's side. Do I need to point out what they just did here? For the tests where it's not your fault that it happened, they have a man driving. But as soon as the person crashed, that's a woman right there. She didn't have a firm enough grip on the steering wheel. Maybe it just wasn't designed with her dainty little woman hands in mind. I can't believe that this is a US government website. No, I definitely can. And that's why this is actually awful. Because according to the NHTSA and the Journal of Traffic Injury Prevention, female drivers and right front passengers are 17% more likely to be killed in a crash than a man, and 73% more likely to be seriously injured. This whole thing is absolutely ridiculous. Now, it's fully possible that that discrepancy isn't entirely due to the dummy used, but come on, that's gotta be a big part of it. There's no good reason why the standard should be that sometimes men and women just aren't gonna be represented in certain tests, and that women are basically just not accounted for at all unless you're in the 5th percentile, I guess. Now, there are better female crash test dummies that can be used, and that are used by certain manufacturers in certain tests, but it doesn't change the fact that the baseline, the standard, is total BS, and that people should be made aware of this before they purchase a vehicle. Anyway, this was an incredibly random video for me, but my wife and I realized that this was a thing when we were browsing car safety writings, and I figured I might as well make a video on it. So hopefully if any of you are looking for a vehicle, this helped you out a bit, I guess. I don't know. Good luck out there. Stay safe on the road. Bless ya. Bye-bye for now.